Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, and we're going inside the war room with the Chicago Bears. We're taking a look at their team needs and see what players could be possible targets to fill those team needs. But first, let's take a look at the upcoming selections they have in this year's draft.
The Bears have a new head coach in Mark Trestman coming over from the Montreal Alouettes, and they do have a lot of talented players on their roster. They were 10-6 last year, so there's not a lot of holes, but there's some areas of some major concern. Most importantly, the offensive line. They also have to replace Brian Urlacher in the middle. You can look at cornerback as a possible need, defensive tackle, and I think they need another tight end, a swing tight end, to go along with their new tight end, Martellus Bennett. Now, you look at this first round pick, number 20, I think that's where they could land Jonathan Banks out of Mississippi State. One thing I like about Banks, ball skills. He's also an effective blitzer. He can start out in the slot, or he can start out opposite of Charles Tillman, the outstanding cornerback. He's an ideal cover two corner, can play off man. I think this is a great fit for Chicago. The Bears have to address the offensive line at some point in this draft, and right now I have them taking Justin Pugh out of Syracuse. This is a guy that's a guard, but also can play right tackle in the pinch. It gives them that versatility up front. The way my 7th-round mock draft falls for the Chicago Bears, Ryan Otten lands to them in the 4th round. One of my favorite prospects in the country in his athleticism and his ability to stretch the defense. Now you have two solid tight ends in Martellus Bennett and Ryan Otten out of San Jose State. I do believe the Bears have to bolster the depth in their backfield. Gio Bernard may go higher than I have him falling in my mock draft. He brings a lot of shiftiness to the position, outstanding return game, and also can catch the football out of the backfield. And Mark Trestman loves versatility out of his backs. And in the 6th round, David Keesenberry provides depth for the Bears on that offensive line. I know they signed Jamon Bushrod, but you have to have quality depth behind him. Now with Keesenberry, a lot of people think he may be better suited as a guard. Some say he may excel at the CFL level, being an athletic tackle. I think this is a perfect fit for Chicago. Mark Trestman, coming from the Alouettes, understands you need athletic offensive tackles, especially to run the type of offense he plans to implement. Now let's recap the Bears' 7th-round mock draft. And you look at some of the selections, you see Jonathan Banks, Ryan Otten, Gio Bernard, Justin Pugh, David Keesenberry, a lot of talented players. I don't have them taking a middle linebacker. That's just how the draft board fell in this mock draft, because they also signed DJ Williams. Keep an eye on that. But I think the Bears are not that far off. You can see these guys back in the playoffs in 2013. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Bears fan forums for always showing football game plan support.